as they'll match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers at first. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 22. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Out left side here to Bryant. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 36 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2017 for Zeke Elliott, a mixed bag. Would he play, would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact, a full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So that just tells you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers go up.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 72 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Here we go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. Being chased out left. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they thought, it's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 51 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Eli Rogers taking it in. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
And glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the Cowboys offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016 and 2017. They were plus 115 a season ago. Just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go either way, and not enough of them win in Dallas's win column in this past season.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Prescott to throw it. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 71 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
These two. Like 80. Two.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this one is incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
Here we go.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. They keep on the ground with Elliott. But I think the ball's out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Second down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
Getting all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 when he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
And he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. A screen to Bell. And now running right through it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off-air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
A first down throw for Prescott. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So 5 yards remain now, still first down. Shift together here from the D-line. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second down following the run. They go to Elliott again. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 30. 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And he fires one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bryant. The Steeler first down. Roethlisberger to Bryant.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Bryant with a catch right side. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Flushed out right. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go.
On first down, Downs to throw. And that's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 27 yards. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So the D-line's going to spread out. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Prescott down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Again, it's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Again to Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And that'll make it third and goal. And the seemingly endless drive continues. Now the offense still needs 9 yards here on third and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Finding some room at midfield. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He's back to throw. And James has it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Now Bell. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
And they have got the lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Bailey now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And some room to work. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. You still have to try the extra point, so this is not a done deal yet. It's up, and it is good. So make this a 2-point victory in grand style. This one's over. A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.